A man missed his flight because his alarm didn't ring. Furious, he spent hours at the airport waiting for the next one. Later that day, he learned that the flight he was supposed to be on crashed. In that moment, his anger turned into shock. Was it a coincidence or something more? In all honesty, when things like this happen, we usually just brush them off, call them accidents, nothing worth thinking about. But sometimes, a moment hits you so precisely, so unexpectedly, that ignoring it almost feels being dishonest. Have you casually thought of a distant friend and they ended up calling you the same day? Or felt unsure about moving to a new city and suddenly you start seeing its name everywhere, on billboards, in books, in conversations, as if the universe was gently nudging you towards it. Calling it just a coincidence might be the simplest way to dismiss an idea. These moments don't ask for your belief. They simply appear and leave a lasting impression. They make you stop. They make you notice. They make you wonder. Why did this happen right now, of all moments? Sometimes, coincidences start feeling less like randomness and more like alignment, a point where timing becomes too perfect to ignore. Carl Jung named these rare moments where the outer world nearly mirrors things happening inside you with uncanny accuracy. He called it synchronicity. Not magic, not fate, but meaningful coincidences. Synchronicity is a bridge that connects our inner world of dreams, ideas, and thoughts to the outer world of events, encounters, and experiences. It suggests that some things are linked not by cause and effect, but by intention. Unlike random chances, synchronicity feels personal. For instance, you hum an old song and hear it again on the radio the same evening. Two events might have no logical connection, yet they align in a way that directly speaks to you, like a cosmic wink. When someone experiences these patterns, it often feels like a sign, an indication, or guidance. Perhaps it isn't a coincidence that you're listening to this talk right now and remembering the subtle ways life has been guiding you. Our programming says seeing is believing, when the reality is believing is seeing. From the moment we're born, we're taught to believe in logic and structure, and that everything must have a rational explanation. If you can't measure it, weigh it, or see it, it doesn't exist. However, if you challenge these ideas, you're discouraged. Yet, some of the greatest minds like Carl Jung, Nikola Tesla, Albert Einstein challenged this rigid worldview. Jung described synchronicity as meaningful coincidences. Tesla suggested that the universe was made up of energy, frequency, and vibration. Einstein suggested that the cosmos isn't driven by randomness. Ancient philosophy echoes this too. Karma isn't a vending machine where action directly equals reward. It works through resonance, a subtle link between intention and experience. The Upanishads say that every thought plants a seed in both the moral and the physical universe. In this sense, this isn't superstition, it's moral physics, a pattern of meaning that connects intention to experience. Science hints at it too. The butterfly effect in chaos theory suggests that small differences can produce vast consequences. Just as weather systems self-organize from tiny shifts, perhaps our lives too arrange themselves around the frequency of our choices and emotions. However, synchronicity is powerful when it clarifies life, not when it controls it. There's a difference between noticing a meaningful alignment and forcing meaning onto everything. One opens your path, the other closes it. I once had a friend who was obsessed with these signs and cues. She wanted to decide whether she should apply abroad for her studies. She said if she saw the number 1111 today, it meant that she should apply. Later, if somebody mentioned the word flight, that became a nudge too. Nevertheless, when she got less marks, she became hesitant. She even read her grandmother's sickness as a bad omen. Eventually, everything became a sign. What happened? She got confused and didn't apply anywhere for 6 months. Too many patterns made her go nowhere. Not every coincidence is synchronicity. The key is whether it carries meaning that feels significant in your life journey, not just statistical oddity. And honestly, I've been there too. For a long time, I thought that the universe was constantly sending me messages, that every storm, every delay, every silence meant something about me. If it rained after I left home, I assumed it was a punishment. The illusion somehow weighed heavier on this new paranoid Ssiya that made me look for them in the first place. Every coincidence became a warning. It sounds mystical, but it was exhausting. When everything becomes a message, you stop listening to life itself. The problem with these patterns is that you find them everywhere if you start looking for them. The difference is simple. Synchronicity moves you forward, obsession keeps you stuck. True synchronicity doesn't ask you to chase these signs. It reveals itself naturally when the inner world and the outer world feel aligned. Synchronicity isn't a map of the future. It's an invitation to be fully alive in the present. Maybe the universe isn't sending us messages all the time. Maybe it's responding to the energy we send out like an echo. And when that echo returns at just the right moment, we call it a coincidence. It isn't about searching for cues. It's about noticing when things quietly fall into place. Those moments when you sit back, join the dots, and realize you're exactly where you're supposed to be, in the right place at the right time. Maybe it's a conversation, a quiet exchange between our thoughts and the world around us. And when we stop chasing signs and start living with awareness, we realize that the true meaning was never hidden in the stars. It was woven through every thought, every action, and every step of ours. Thank you.